You want love, which is unfortunate because apparently your nervous system reacts to affection like it just received a suspicious package from the government. Someone texts you, "Hey, I had a really nice time with you." And your brain immediately goes, "Interesting. This is clearly a trap." Normal people read that and smile. You read it and start preparing emotionally for betrayal, abandonment, humiliation, and possibly a small courtroom drama. Because you don't just date people, you conduct emotional threat assessments. Every compliment has a hidden agenda. Every delayed reply is a prophecy. Every "we need to talk" sounds like the opening scene of a psychological thriller. And the worst part? You actually do want connection. You want someone to see you, to choose you, to stay. But the second they get too close, something inside you whispers, "Run." So you do. Not physically, of course. That would be too honest. You just become busy. You reply colder. You make jokes when things get serious. You act like you don't care. You turn into a limited edition, emotionally unavailable houseplant. Alive. Technically present. Impossible to reach. At first, it feels like protection. You tell yourself you're independent. You're careful. You're not needy. You just don't like drama, which is funny because internally you are basically a Netflix limited series with unresolved childhood themes and a very confused soundtrack. Then someone good appears, not perfect, just good. They listen, they ask questions, they remember little things, they notice when your voice changes. Disgusting behavior, honestly. And for a moment, you feel it. Hope. Tiny, stupid, dangerous hope. Maybe this time won't be like the others. Maybe this person won't disappear. Maybe you don't have to perform being low maintenance like it's an Olympic sport. Maybe being loved doesn't always have to feel like waiting for the other shoe to drop. But then they get closer. And closeness doesn't feel warm. It feels like exposure, like someone opened a door inside you that you had very clearly labeled. Do not enter unless emotionally prepared and carrying snacks. So you start testing them. Not directly, never directly. You say things like, "It's fine," when it is aggressively not fine. You pull away to see if they'll chase you. You act indifferent to see if they'll prove you matter. You become your own emotional escape room. No instructions, no exit signs, just vibes and childhood wounds. And when they don't decode you perfectly, you feel disappointed. See, they don't really care. Except they did. They just didn't know they were supposed to read your silence like ancient scripture. Nothing says emotional stability quite like creating imaginary problems to test whether someone survives them. Then comes the mixed signals era, a truly humiliating chapter. One day, you're warm. You want them close. You send cute messages. You imagine a future, very briefly. Then your brain notices you're emotionally invested and immediately calls an emergency meeting. Absolutely not. Too risky. Shut it down. So the next day, you become distant. Short replies. Dry humor. Sudden independence. You say, "I just need space," which is technically true. You need space from the terrifying possibility that someone might actually love you without needing to destroy you first. And they start getting confused, obviously. Because from their perspective, they're dating two people, one who wants intimacy and one who treats intimacy like unpaid debt. They ask, "Did I do something wrong?" And instead of saying, "No, I'm scared because love has never felt safe to me," you say, "No, I'm just tired." Congratulations! You just turned emotional vulnerability into a weather report. But this is where it gets worse. Because every time they try harder, you feel more pressure. Every time they care, you feel more trapped. Every time they ask for clarity, you feel accused. So you build a personality around not needing anyone. You become funny, cool, self-contained. hard to impress. You say things like, "I'm just not good at relationships," as if being self-aware is the same as healing. It is not. It is just emotional damage with subtitles. And slowly, you get good at leaving before being left. That becomes your superpower. You can sense distance before it even happens. You can ruin a good thing before it has the chance to ruin you. You can turn love into evidence. A delayed text? Evidence. A different tone? Evidence. They seem distracted? Evidence. At this point, your brain is not protecting you. It's running a true crime podcast about your relationship, and you are both the detective and the victim. The sad part is, you're not heartless. You feel too much. That's the problem. You learned that needing people gives them power. So now, the second you need someone, you start resenting them for having power over you. You want reassurance, but you hate asking for it. You want consistency, but you get suspicious when it arrives. You want emotional safety, but safety feels unfamiliar, and unfamiliar feels fake, which is honestly a terrible system design if you think about it. So you go back to what you know: distance, control, sarcasm, silence, the holy trinity of emotionally unavailable people who swear they're just chilling. Then comes the breakup that isn't really a breakup, because you were never fully in it, but somehow, it still destroys you. They finally stop trying. Not dramatically, no screaming, no cinematic rain. They just get tired. Tired of guessing. Tired of being punished for wounds they didn't create. Tired of loving someone who keeps handing them a locked door and calling it intimacy. And when they leave, something horrible happens. You feel abandoned, even though you push them away, which is the cruel little joke of emotional unavailability. You create the ending you feared, then use the ending as proof that you were right. See? People always leave. Except this time, they didn't leave because you were unlovable. They left because loving you started feeling like an unpaid internship with no clear job description. And now you miss them. Of course you do. You miss their kindness, their patience, the way they made ordinary things feel safe. You reread old messages like an archaeologist studying the ruins of your own avoidant behavior, which is emotionally humbling in ways therapy brochures never fully prepare you for. You see the exact moments where they reached out, and the exact moments where you disappeared. You see the jokes you used to dodge honesty, the cold replies you sent when you wanted comfort, the "I'm fine" messages that were basically emotional fraud. And for the first time, you realize you didn't lack love. You lacked the ability to receive it. That one hurts because it means the villain wasn't them. It wasn't timing. It wasn't bad luck. It was the part of you that learned closeness equals danger, the part of you that survived by shutting down, the part that once protected you, but now keeps you alone. And that's the hardest thing about healing. You don't just have to find better people. You have to become someone who doesn't panic when better people arrive. You have to stop confusing peace with boredom. Stop confusing consistency with manipulation. Stop confusing vulnerability with weakness. You have to learn that love is not supposed to feel like a performance review, and safety is not supposed to feel like a trap. But healing doesn't look dramatic. It looks embarrassingly small, like replying honestly instead of disappearing, like saying, "I got scared," instead of, "I've just been busy," like admitting, "I need reassurance," without pretending you're above needing anything, which, to be fair, is difficult when your coping mechanism is acting emotionally unavailable, like it's a competitive sport. It looks like letting someone care about you without immediately preparing your exit strategy, which sounds simple until your entire body reacts like you just signed a contract with emotional Satan. But slowly, you start noticing something. Not everyone who gets close wants to control you. Not every conflict means abandonment. Not every silence means rejection. Not every loving person is secretly waiting to become cruel. Sometimes love is just love. Annoyingly healthy, terribly consistent, deeply suspicious at first, but real. And maybe emotional availability isn't about becoming soft overnight. Maybe it's about staying in the room for 10 seconds longer than you normally would. Saying the true thing one sentence earlier. Letting someone see the part of you that keeps acting cold because it's terrified of being unwanted. Because the goal isn't to never be scared. The goal is to stop letting fear drive the car, especially since fear has terrible decision-making skills and the emotional maturity of a raccoon in a gas station parking lot. So, yes, you want love. And yes, sometimes you still push it away. But maybe the real tragedy isn't being emotionally unavailable. Maybe the real tragedy is believing you have to stay that way forever. Because one day, someone may reach for you. And instead of running, testing, joking, vanishing, or pretending you don't care, you might finally stay. And for the first time, love won't feel like danger. It will just feel unfamiliar. And unfamiliar doesn't always mean unsafe. Sometimes, it means you're finally somewhere new.